If you have empty pockets and dreams to become rich, you have clicked on the right video. I'll help you build wealth with just $0. Excited? Then let's check it out. But before that, consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to never miss a video from us. Now let's start. Earn money. You'll need to go out and earn some money if you want to start building your fortune from scratch. If your objective is to increase your wealth as quickly as possible, you won't do it by working a typical job unless it earns you an outrageous salary. Choose a profession or a business that doesn't depend on how many hours you work. If you work an hourly job, you'll often reach a plateau very fast. There are only so many hours in a day that you can put in until you exhaust yourself, at which time you've reached your limit. Personally, I believe one of the most underappreciated professions is sales. Usually, it's a first step toward earning more money. You'll learn what you need to know about time management and customer service, and it could be able to help you raise money for practically anything you choose to accomplish in the future. Now, if you're not the type to get into sales and you like something a little bit more steady and reliable, but you still want to make more money, just keep in mind that employees who stay with their businesses longer than 2 years are paid, on average, 50% less. Therefore, thinking about changing occupations, utilizing your abilities, and doing so as a strategy will increase your income. The successful people identified an unmet need in the market and developed a solution, or they saw an already successful firm and discovered a method to prove it. A crucial component of long-term wealth growth will be learning how to be independent enough to solve your own problems. Multiple income sources. To explore the distribution of economic well-being, or in other words, to find out why some people made more money than others, the IRS actually released their research on high income tax returns. They discovered that people tend to earn more money on average the more revenue sources they had. You should thus take into account the fact that 65% of millionaires have 3 or more sources of income and try to diversify as much as you can. A job or earning money through a paycheck serves as the primary source of income. In this stage, practically everyone begins, and their primary source of income is the same as if they were working a regular 9-to-5 job or getting paid a salary. For the majority of individuals, this is the money maker that supports the other revenue streams, including dividend income, and makes everything else possible. Capital gains are another topic that's connected to it. When you sell an investment for a profit, the money you make is referred to as your capital gain. Additionally, if you keep that investment for longer than a year, you will be taxed at long-term capital gains rates, which are far lower than the taxes you would otherwise pay if you were working. Additionally, the long-term capital gains tax rate is 0% if your annual income is less than $40,000. Interest income may be another source of income. When you store your money in a high-yield savings account or any bank account that pays interest, they will send you a 1099 interest form, which you must then declare to the IRS as an additional source of income at the end of the year. Another option would be rental revenue, which you may explore after you start making enough money. Real estate has so many tax benefits that make it highly distinctive and rewarding for anyone who wants to spend their time learning how to do this. For instance, if the property's worth increases over time, you could realize long-term capital gains if you decide to sell it. If you make money renting out your house, it is rental income. You may then reinvest your earnings in the stock market to increase your wealth. The revenue you get from doing a second job or a side business is another one on the list. I genuinely believe that this is one of the most underutilized sources of money that people are ignoring. Working on a side hustle of any kind that has the potential to become totally independent from your primary source of income is an excellent strategy to increase your income as well as diversify your sources of income in case something were to happen to your primary job and you had no other options. Invest immediately. Make it a habit to invest in everything right away. Just consider this: the typical 25 to 34-year-old millennial spends more than $2,000 per year at coffee shops, and 41 of them confess that they spend more on coffee than they do on their own retirement. This has to stop immediately. This is because the longer you invest your money to develop, the more you will have. It matters more how well you keep and preserve those behaviors whenever you do start generating a lot of money than how much money you are investing right now. Remember, for instance, that if you invest $1 at the age of 20 and earn 7% return, your investment will be worth $21 by age 65. However, if you wait and put that exact same dollar into investments at age 30, you'll only have 10.68 cents by age 65. Additionally, you need to start a Roth IRA as soon as you can and start making contributions to it. This is a retirement account that you may deposit money into. After the age of 59 and a half, all of the profit you make is fully tax-free. So if you invested $1 when you were 20 years old, it would now be worth $2 when you're 65. By the time you cash out, you won't owe any taxes. The earlier you begin, the longer your money will have a chance to grow. Gaining the practice of saving as much money as you can as soon as you can enables you to increase your wealth as quickly as possible. Start now even if you're not generating much money, since if you do start making more money, it'll be much simpler to sustain. $500,000 goal. Let's break down exactly what you'll need to achieve that objective and how long it'll really take if you start from scratch, because $500,000 is the amount that would make the majority of Americans feel financially comfortable. For the sake of this computation, I'll first assume that you make at least $31,000 a year. However, I'm aware that some individuals viewing this will need to work their way up to that figure. If that's the case, it would be ideal if you decided exactly what you wanted to do and made a strategy to get there. And if you're earning at least that much or more while doing everything perfectly, we can go on to the next phase, which would be to cut all of your expenditures as much as possible. According to a report, the average American spends $18,000 a year on non-essentials, and almost everyone could start making savings right away. This is doing all you can to lower your housing costs for the time being, such as moving in with your parents, living with roommates, or relocating further away if you don't mind a longer commute. From then, be sure to only buy goods that you really need and to cook your own meals whenever possible. You should also avoid dining out and drive a solid, reliable used automobile that gets high gas mileage. You'll have more money on hand if you do this. I'll estimate that if you live frugally and limit your discretionary expenditure on a $31,000 salary, you should be able to save roughly $200 each month or $2,400 per year. If so, set up a Roth IRA and put the full amount in an index fund that follows the entire market, such as VT-SAX. You will now experience tax-free gains, long-term growth, a little dividend, and regular savings. The next step is to find a side job or part-time job that you can do after work. This could be anything from working as a server at a restaurant to starting a side business, but even if you can make an extra $35 per night, 4 nights a week, you'll have an extra $560 per month that you can put toward opening a Roth IRA once you have enough money saved. Next up is changing careers. As I previously stated, employees who switch jobs every 2 to 3 years earn significantly more money than those who remain with the same company. Even switching jobs just once results in an average pay raise of 15, and if you can increase a $31,000 a year career by 15, you can save an additional $390 per month. Combining all of that with a side job that even earns $35 per night, 4 evenings per week, results in $950 in monthly savings. And if you only continue doing that, you could achieve your $500,001 objective in 18 years at an 8% return, and after 30 years you'd have $1,500,000, which is essentially your whole retirement. Of course, this is all assuming that you do nothing else. And that's it. Hoping to see you becoming a millionaire soon and to get a like from you. Express your views in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more such exciting and informative content. Thanks for watching.